Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your news edition. These are the headlines. During a phone call, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, discusses with his brother, the Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the strong bilateral relations between the two countries and the Palestinian cause. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, receives the President of the party, Sawt al-Sha'b. And in Morocco, the popular wrath increases as the socio-economic situation keeps worsening. The demands are met with a brutal repression. Welcome back. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, had a phone talk with his brother, the Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. He thanked him for all the efforts he and his country have made in favor of the Palestinian cause, despite the recent Zionist aggression, and encouraged him to continue these efforts to put an end to the injustice suffered by the brotherly Palestinian people. On this occasion, the President of the Republic evoked with the Emir of Qatar the solid bilateral relations and agreed on an upcoming meeting. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, received on Tuesday Lamin Osmani, the President of the party, Sawt al-Sha'b, upon his request. The meeting was held with the presence of the advisor of the President of the Republic in charge of General Communication, Kamal Sidi Said, and the advisor of the President of the Republic in charge of Political Affairs, Relations with Youth, Civil Society and Political Parties, Mustafa Saidi, who listened to the President of the party, Sawt al-Sha'b.
أصوات الشعب متعددة. يجب أن تسمع من قريب وليس من بعيد.
The voices of the people vary, and they need to be heard closely instead of afar. That is a democratic, institutional and constitutional commitment that became a habit through the practices of the President of the Republic, specifically when it comes to communicating the interests and concerns of the Algerian people. Our role as politicians is to objectively take a position with clear statistics and numbers to promote better practices within politics, which showcases the need for a strong political stance. We have spoken with the President regarding the Political Parties Act within the legislative institution in both chambers, which will lead to the reinforcement of the political system and build an institutional state. During our meeting, the President of the Republic was very attentive to our views involving what was achieved in terms of acquired experience and accomplishment, as well as the current challenges we are facing in different sectors. I can confirm that it was an honest dialogue where opinions and counter-opinions were shared. We did our best to embody what is being conveyed in Algerian streets, coffee shops and stadiums, as the people are the judge and prosecutor in the country, so we need to play our part in lawfully sharing what is stated. Far from the goodwill of the government, we have seen measures taken in real time, setting things right in different domains, leading to a robust economy. We are surely headed in the direction of a developed country. When it comes to geopolitics, in terms of interactions or tensions, let me say that Algeria is of significant importance, as the President has defended marginalized and unprivileged causes like the Palestinian cause, the Sahrawi cause, the challenges in the Sahel region, and our brothers in Libya, all within the November Doctrine and the international Algerian diplomacy, as Algeria is the voice of the weak and the voice of the free. And that is definitely something our President holds with pride. We might have different opinions regarding many points, but we all agree on loving Algeria and hopefully building the country our dear martyrs dreamed of being a part of. Long live Algeria, and may we all serve our country with dignity and pride.
بحول الله نبني الجزائر جميعا كما كان يحلم بها شهداء ومجاهدي الأوفياء. تحيا الجزائر، دمنا ودمتم في خدمة الجزائر.
The President of the Constitutional Court, Leila Aslawi, received a delegation of the Consultative Council of the Sultanate of Oman. The delegation was given an explanation about the mission of the Constitutional Court and its role in maintaining constitutional justice in our country as an independent constitutional monitoring institution. This visit was also an occasion to discuss the depth of the high-level relations and the bilateral cooperation between the two countries. The Minister of Interior, Local Communities and Transport, Said Sayoud, went on a work and inspection visit this Tuesday to the province of Naama, during which he supervised the launch of several development projects and inspected some projects that have a direct impact on the daily life of the citizens. The Minister of Interior also inspected the train maintenance center in the municipality of Mishriya and the launch of a 600 public rental housing unit project. The rhythm of the works of the Western Mining Railway Beshart-Induf Garage Bilet mega project has been accelerated. The Minister of Public Works and Basic Infrastructure, Abdelkader Jlawi, insisted on the acceleration of the working rhythm of this 950-kilometer-long project by giving instructions for the development of a quarterly action plan by respecting the deadlines to achieve the project before the end of 2025. Algeria is participating in the Fruit Attraction 2025, an international fair for fruits, vegetables and modern agricultural techniques in Madrid. 1,800 exhibitors from 60 countries are taking part in this international economic event, and Algeria is present with 17 companies and national exporters specialized in the production and the marketing of various fruits and vegetables, especially world-renowned Algerian dates. The Algerian pavilion was visited by several professional operators and visitors who were amazed by the quality and the diversity of the Algerian product, which reflects its competitiveness and its increasing presence in international markets. From Brussels, Algeria joins global discussions on women's role in industry and innovation. Basma Far.
Proudly standing on the podium to receive the prestigious award in the category of Women in Business Worldwide, Amina Touet, an inspiring figure and founder of the young brand Nial Cosmétique.
We are here in Belgium at the World Women's Industrial Summit, where Nial Cosmetics has received the award for product quality. I am proud to represent Algeria among 70 other countries. What matters most today is proving that excellence can be born in Algeria and shine on the international scene. It is an honor to see an Algerian woman, Amina Touet, founder of Nial Cosmetics, win the award for excellence in the cosmetics industry in front of women from all around the world. This recognition is a true source of pride for Algerian women, and it shows that Algerians are capable of shining.
The event brought together some of the most influential personalities from the world of finance and international affairs, who were admirative and respectful to the remarkable level of excellence achieved by women in the universe of startups and entrepreneurship.
I am very attached to Africa and to the Maghreb as well, and Algeria is an extraordinary country. I strongly believe in cooperation between my country, Belgium, and Algeria. I think we can achieve great things together. This is a wonderful event that truly allows us to share women's experiences from all over the world. When I listened to all the testimonies, I was reminded, although I already knew about the richness of women worldwide, that we have truly striking examples here. What is interesting about this conference is the encounter between women coming from the four corners of the world, a privileged moment to exchange and discover each other's experiences.
Between tradition and modernity, Amina Touet's path reflects the spirit of today's Algeria, an Algeria that has taken its rightful place on a global stage, innovative, assertive, and inspiring. It is the voice of a creative, bold, and a visionary Algeria, with a feminine force now unmissable on the international scene.
Many peaceful protesters wounded and killed by the Moroccan Royal Gendarmerie vehicles in various Moroccan cities, as sources have confirmed. The victims among the peaceful protesters were chanting "We come peacefully" and were carrying banners demanding anti-corruption measures and decent life conditions for the Moroccan citizen. Dangerous developments currently taking place in many Moroccan cities such as Ait Amira, El Khnifra, Agadir, El Hasima, Oujda, Marrakesh and others. Morocco and its regional allies are attempting to destabilize Algeria, and the October 3rd protests, prompted by the so-called Gen Z 213, are amplified by Moroccan media, go beyond social demands. They serve a political strategy to export Morocco's tension and weaken Algeria's cohesion. Najah Tiyar with the details.
Morocco is being rocked by a deep social crisis where rising poverty and mounting anger at political choices fuel weekly demonstrations led by young people. Across several cities, protesters voice their rejection in chants that resonate nationwide: bread, not stadiums; schools and healthcare for our children, not billions for FIFA; no World Cup without hospitals. This backlash is aimed squarely at Emerson's prestige-driven policy, which pours resources into hosting the World Cup and the Africa Cup of Nations as international showcases, while citizens demand above all access to vital services. Countless Moroccan families now struggle to have a single proper meal, while public schools collapse under chronic shortages. Skyrocketing youth unemployment feeds exclusion and injustice, and a failing health sector exposes glaring inequalities. On top of this, popular rejection of the Abraham Accords, intensified by the Zionist massacres in Gaza, has only widened the country's internal fractures. Rather than confronting these structural failures, pro-regime media in the kingdom attempt to reflect attention, pushing the narrative that similar unrest could erupt in Algiers. Such comparisons are deceptive. Unlike Morocco, Algeria rests on a social state model that, despite challenges, still guarantees robust safety nets, universal subsidies, family support, and free access to healthcare and education. Algeria stands among the continent's leaders in human development. This school year alone, over 12 million students returned to class with free meals and textbooks, powerful symbols of a redistribution policy rooted in equality. The country has also embarked on an ambitious strategy for innovation and startups, creating a national financing fund, opening multiple incubators, and rolling out generous tax incentives. Healthcare remains also entirely free, backed by an expanding hospital network, modern infrastructure projects, and full coverage of serious illnesses, complemented by large-scale social housing programs. From a facade, Algeria's social state is a real shield against marginalization and poverty, achievements that stand in stark contrast to Morocco, where inequality deepens and wealth remains concentrated in the hands of a privileged few. The manipulation campaign in Morocco goes beyond social grievances, as networks push decisive societal themes to widen fractures. These networks inject narratives alien to the Maghreb traditions and values, blurring reference points and steering youth away from real issues, while exploiting digital platforms to target a hyper-connected generation. The Gen Z Collective, a key player in this campaign, has hijacked the Japanese manga One Piece and related it to the Maghreb reality, turning it into a reliant emblem. The move seeks to lure youth while disguising foreign political agendas. Through desperate maneuvers, Morocco and certain regional allies are now seeking to destabilize the Maghreb's two pillars of stability, Algeria and Tunisia. Calls circulated from abroad, including those set for October 3rd, are no grassroots uprising, but part of an imported destabilization plan. Behind the hashtags lies a strategy of fragmentation, to which the answer is vigilance, national unity, and the steady reinforcement of Algeria's social model.
The genocide is still ongoing in the occupied Palestinian territories after a bloody day that led to the death of 42 Palestinians. More than 50 civilians were murdered and hundreds of others were injured on Tuesday during Zionist attacks on the Gaza Strip. Among the victims, a woman and her 6 children who died after their house was bombed in the west of Deir el-Balah. And with this, we come to the end of our edition. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us. Have a good night.